my channel. Today I have a monthly August message for all of the Aquariuses out in the collective. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a spiritual advisor, intuitive coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. Without further ado, let's get into your message, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you know the drill. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. This is a 9-card draw. If we need to clarify any cards, we will do so with a separate deck. Let's get shuffling. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what information and what insight can you offer Aquarius this month? What information and what insight can you offer Aquarius? All right. Aquarius, we are starting out with the Hanged Man. So you're needing to see something from a very different perspective here. Let's see what else they have to say. What information and what insight can you offer Aquarius this month? Aquarius, some of these cards look pretty similar to last month's card, I must say. Yeah, they look pretty similar. Interesting. Okay, we shall see. Okay. 2 more and we will get right into it. Thank you. Oh, you got 2 aces. That is a pretty good sign. 2 aces and last card. Beautiful. All right, Aquarius. Let's see here. All right. We're going to go ahead and get right into it, Aquarius. So first card up is where you currently are. And as I mentioned earlier, Aquarius, you are at the Hanged Man position. So the Hanged Man really truly represents you being in a waiting period. I sort of feel like this is a waiting period for you. I sort of feel like this month, where you currently are right now, is where you're sort of waiting on making a choice or making a decision because you're gaining perspective. You're trying to truly understand from a different perspective here before moving forward. What I really love about the Hangman in this position is because it truly represents not only getting something from a different perspective, but surrendering to the will of Spirit, surrendering to the will of God. And I really feel that your whole reasoning for sort of staying stagnant or staying in a position and not really moving is because of that perspective, right? You're really trying to make sure that as you surrender, that it's for the highest good of all, okay? So that is where you currently are. Now, what is your theme this month, Aquarius? Your theme this month is the 7 of Cups. Now, the 7 of Cups really truly speaks about opportunities. It speaks about options. It speaks about making conscious choices. What I love about this is that I feel that as you go through this month, you're going to come across a lot of opportunities, a lot of options, a lot of things are going to be presented to you. And I want you to understand that what I'm sort of getting here, Aquarius, is that whatever opportunities or whatever options sort of present themselves to you, make sure that your judgment isn't being clouded by fears, illusions, or doubts, okay? Because notice how the 7 of Cups here, you see the clouds that are sort of in between. That sort of represents you being, your vision being completely clouded, right? Or any fears or illusions that you might have in regards to making a decision. Ultimately, remember that where you currently are is in the Hangman position, okay? And with the Hangman position, understand that the Hangman puts himself in that position. He puts himself in an upside down position so that he could get a different perspective. He can gain a wider sense of knowledge from seeing things from a different point of view, okay? And for your theme this month, with all of the options or everything that's going to be presented to you, it's going to be very important that you tune into the surrender, like you will listen to your intuition and allow yourself to surrender to the will of God, so that you can make conscious choices and not be clouded in making a decision based out of fear or illusions. Okay. Now, what do you accomplish this month? I absolutely love this. You have the Five of Pentacles. Now, I'm almost certain that in last month's reading, you had the Five of Pentacles in a very different position. If I'm not mistaken, I feel it was what you needed to avoid, and you've now moved it into what you've accomplished. So what that tells me is that you are no longer looking at your life or your circumstances from a place of lack, and you're no longer looking at it. You're no longer looking at it from the perspective of this is what I need, right? You're really taking forth an effort, and really focusing on your strengths and utilizing that to your benefit and helping you move spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. I absolutely love that. So the Five of Pentacles here, remember, fives represent change. And I really feel that, if I'm not mistaken, Aquarius, you had it in last month in what you needed to avoid. And I feel that you've kind of worked through that last month. You worked through facing all of your weaknesses. You worked through looking at all of the situations and the circumstances, recognizing that you were viewing it from a lack perspective, and have sort of shifted or changed your mindset, because now this is what you've accomplished. You're now walking away. You're moving away from the things that have sort of kept you crippled in your life, right? You're walking away and sort of turning your back on the things that no longer serve you. And I absolutely love that. Now, what do you need to avoid this month? Okay. What you're avoiding this month, Aquarius, is judgment, okay? And I'm going to read this card literally, because what I feel what you need to avoid is judgment from others. I really feel Aquarius is really one of those people that doesn't really give a flying flute what other people think of them, except for a small select few. And I feel that what you're really needing to avoid is, not only are you needing to avoid the judgments of others, but you're needing to avoid judgment of self, okay? Because I really feel that you can be probably your worst critic just as much as a Virgo, and you can really criticize yourself to the point of discrediting yourself for the magnificence of who you are, or for how amazing you can be, or however amazing you are. So I really feel that that's what this judgment truly represents. It represents you needing to avoid being judgmental of yourself, criticizing yourself, as well as avoiding the judgments of others. Recognizing that, you know, even if you are afraid or you listen to the fears and the illusions of the options being presented to you, recognize that there is no such thing as making a mistake. There's only lessons. There are no mistakes in life. There are only lessons to be learned. Okay. So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't be critical of yourself. Recognize that whatever choice you make is the choice that you're meant to make, because there's something in that experience that you are meant to learn. Now, what do you need to embrace this month? I love this. You have the Page of Swords, which is a very young, energy. Okay. Now, what I absolutely find very interesting is that this is the energy you need to embrace. And what you're embracing here is when a Page of Swords is in this particular position, this Page of Swords is really looking at his past. He's looking at everything that he has met up against, or that he has fought up against up to the point that he's at now, right? And he's recognizing that that is his accomplishment. That is all of his wins. All of the options that you've met, like all of the twists and turns that you've taken in life that have led you up to this point in your journey, have been wins. They have been successes, right? You're no longer looking at them as a deficiency, and you're utilizing that to help you keep moving forward. Okay. So that is what you need to embrace this month. Recognize that, you right here as the Page of Swords are carrying the sword of truth. And as long as you are carrying the sword of truth, Aquarius, the truth will never disappoint you. It will always put you on the best path forward towards that of your highest truth. Okay. You're going to have the clarity. So I absolutely love that this Page of Swords in this particular position. Now, what is the obstacle you face this month? So you have the Six of Coins here, the Six of Pentacles. And I really feel that the obstacle in this is that I feel like you're going to struggle to not only give equally, but receive equally. Okay. And what I mean by that is it's an exchange of energy. It's not so much about finances as it is about energy. And I really feel that the obstacle in this is that you might judge. Okay. You might judge. Now, I'm going to point this out because this is what you needed to avoid. Remember, what you needed to avoid this month, Aquarius, is judgment, okay? So what I want you to really understand that the obstacle here is going to be judgment, right? Your obstacle is truly going to be judgment. Because with the Six of Pentacles, what this was really stating is that the Six of Pentacles means that you are equally balanced. You have more than enough and that you can give as well as receive. But I feel that you might judge someone or something prematurely and give unjustly, right? That you won't give as equally as you would to another, right? Really recognize and pay attention to where you are expending your energy. Are you giving more of your energy to something than you are to receiving the rewards from that expensed energy? Like, that's the important thing. And I feel like judgment is going to be your obstacle here this month. Now, what support do you have this month? You have the Ace of Pentacles in reversed. Now, I want to point out that when aces come out reversed, it doesn't have a negative connotation to it. It just simply means that it's going to take a little bit longer and there is some tweaking that needs to be involved here. So what your support is this month is your support is recognizing that Spirit is supporting you, okay? They are going to provide you with everything that you need on this path towards this new destination that you are going, because an ace truly represents new beginnings. It represents you moving in a path that is going to take you towards your destined path, right? That which you are here to do in this lifetime. Now, because it's reversed, what I really feel the trigger here is going to be, it's going to be really the belief and the judgment you have of yourself in your worthiness of having this new opportunity or having this new beginning, or the belief that you might have in regards to being supported, like fully supported and fully gifted in a way. I really feel that's going to be your little hiccup here. But recognize that you have the support from Spirit. It is literally here being gifted to you in the form of this pentacle, which means that it's going to be representative in the physical sense. Okay. Now, what is the action this month? The action you have this month is the Ace of Swords in reversed. Again, this ace does not have a negative connotation to it. What this means is that your action this month is, again, judgment, right? Making sure that you're not falling into harsh judgment, right? Because the Ace of Swords is really about spiritual, it's really about truth, and it's about clarity, right? Above all else, it's about truth. So I feel that your action this month is going to be about truth, right? Recognizing that if you put forth judgment on something, see it for what it is. See the truth of the situation. Allow yourself to embrace all aspects of it, right? It's not so much about saying, well, dang, I didn't really do what I was supposed to do. So therefore I'm going to sabotage myself for like the next 2 weeks. No, that's not how it works. It's really about you recognizing recognizing, your behaviors, your patterns, the things that you actually do that make you stumble. And if it happens, it's okay, but acknowledge it in the moment that it happens and then let it go. You pick yourself back up, you move along on your journey, and you say, okay, I did this. Great. Why did I do this? Right? Really listening to the truth of why you do the things that you do. Okay. So the action this month is really to face the truth. It's really to face your truth and your truth alone. So what advice and encouragement do you have from Spirit? You have the King of Pentacles. Now, I love this, okay? Because the advice and the encouragement here basically states that you will be fruitful. You will be successful in your endeavor, right? You have all of the resources that you need. Not only do you have the skills, the knowledge, the talent, you have the know-how, but you have more than enough to share. You are prosperous. You can share that wealth and that information and nurture it in others, right? So the experiences that you experience on your path and on your journey, you can share that knowledge and that wisdom and that information with other people who are probably on the same path. Just like if you, let's say you're going somewhere, right? And you see someone who looks like they're lost. And all of a sudden you notice that they're lost and you stop and you ask them, can I help you with something? May I give you directions? Are you lost? Like really giving someone the knowledge and the wisdom that you have imparted on your own journey to someone else. Okay. Aquarius, this was a pretty straightforward reading for you this month. I really felt like there was really no need to explain any further. You're probably the shortest reading I have done all month. So I am, I really want to point out that one of the biggest messages that I get here is about listening to your higher truth, listening to the higher truth that resides within you, and recognizing that whatever path you have taken up until this point, there is nothing wrong with that path. You were meant to be on the specific path that you were on for a reason, right? Recognize that there is no right way and there is no wrong way. It just is, right? Wherever you are is where you are, and it's where you need to be. So let me draw an additional card from Spirit to see what additional information and guidance they have for you. So angels, archangels, guides, ascendant masters, what additional information and insight can you offer Aquarius this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Aquarius this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Aquarius this month? Thank you. Ooh, this one's going to be good. All right, here, Aquarius, we have Soul Tree. I absolutely love this because this is really speaking about how trees offer wisdom. They offer infinite, nurturing, loving wisdom. Okay, and so the message I'm getting as I'm holding this card is pure and it's simple and it's genuine here, Aquarius. So what this is really saying is that as you're going along your journey and remembering that you are at this hangman position, right? Notice how this cross is made out of a tree. Okay. And remember when I said that the hangman puts himself in an upside down position. He puts himself in that position because he's trying to gain insight. He's trying to gain wisdom from seeing things from a different point of view. Okay. And what I want you to understand and recognize that what you're avoiding this month is self-judgment. Okay. Because it is the obstacle that you're going to face. The obstacle you're going to face is not only the judgment that you give yourself, but the amount of energy that you expend in that judgment that is going to sort of halt you in your path, okay? And what I'm really getting from this is that there is lots of wisdom, pure, divine, infinite wisdom in a tree, okay? Because a tree is a part of nature, and a part of nature is a part of divine energy source, okay? And that divine energy source, a tree gives life, right? We need trees in order to develop more oxygen in order for us to breathe. Okay. So I want you to understand that just as a tree needs sun and water to grow, you need love, light, and nurturing in order to grow, right? So let's see what the book has to say about this, just to give you more insight. But that was really what I was picking up for the soul tree. Now, here's what the book has to say, Aquarius. Trees are filled with wisdom. You are becoming more connected to nature. Trees are great holders of wisdom and knowledge. Next time you are near a tree, try asking it what it would like you to know and listen with an open heart for an inspired response. The same life force that animates you also flows through trees. We are all in this together. Now imagine that trees are physical manifestations of angels. Their divine essence flows deep into trees as angels are far-reaching in their ability to help, care, and create. Trees, like angels, see and feel without judgment, always emitting an eternal stream of love. Allow an angelic tree energy to flow through you, sending roots deep into the ground, forming a solid foundation that enables you to reach higher and deeper into the light and soul of you. From this vantage point, you can sculpt your ideas and dreams to be planted upon the earth for you to enjoy through your physical senses. Aquarius, it doesn't get any more explicit than this. Literally, this card right here spoke about judgment, which is the obstacle you will face, and it's what you need to avoid this month. It also spoke about a vantage point, which you are currently in, the hangman position, which is about seeing things from a different point of view. So my friends, Aquariuses, please, I hope that this sort of provided you with a lot of golden nuggets to help you on your journey and to help you grow more spiritually this month. I absolutely love this message for you, even though it was one of the shortest of the Zodiac that I've done so far. I feel it was beyond delightfully beautiful, and it held a lot of great insight for you this month. So I thank you so much for joining me, Aquarius, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.